Glee makes a grand leap from guilty pleasures to one of its most serious and heart-wrenching episodes of all 4 seasons. I'm Alex, and if you haven't seen last night's Shooting Star, this is your official spoiler alert. So let's start with the important stuff. Glee jumps right back from yet another hiatus and tackles the subject of school violence head on. I know dealing with such a serious, weighty issue couldn't have been easy, and it was a huge risk, but I haven't decided if I think it paid off or not. I will say, however, that the cast, newbies, you too, did a really great job of capturing the raw emotion of such a traumatizing event. The twist was that no one was actually in any real danger as far as this Glee story goes, and as it turns out, Sue has taken the fall for Becky, who brought a gun to school for protection. So is that really the end of Sue? I mean, she blackmails her students and barrels through the halls shoving kids against lockers for comic relief, and she's just now getting fired? That said, her final scene did make me tear up a bit and reminded us all that behind all the one-liners and coordinating tracksuits, she really does have a heart somewhere, like really deep down. Of course, despite the very somber subject matter of most of this episode, there was still some room for some lighthearted moments. It all begins when Brittany decides there's a meteor/comet, both, headed for the Earth, and even though Sam is the only one who believes her, Shu still thinks the topic is important enough to model an entire lesson around. Like I said, seriously running out of ideas. And let's not forget Ryder's catfishing storyline. He finds who he thinks is his beloved Katie roaming the halls, pours his hat out to her, via song of course, and she's thrilled, but she's not Katie. Apparently Ryder the football star has never heard of Manti Te'o, but Marissa has, and she breaks the devastating news that he's been catfished. The good news is Marissa still wants him to call her. The bad news is I'm pretty sure she left before giving him her number. A romantic duet between Sam and Brittany turns out to actually be a love song for Lord Tubbington. I like how everyone on stage looked really confused when Brittany started singing to the audience when there was clearly a gigantic tabby cat on a love seat throne perched in the audience with a spotlight on him. Well, at least Lord Tubbington now has a lady friend, thanks to Sam, who probably reached the absolute height of adorableness in this episode. Anyway, still no sign of Ryder's catfisher. Any last predictions on who it is? My guess is back to Unique, but I'm preparing myself for surprises just in case. Let me know your guesses, as well as your thoughts on how Glee dealt with this serious episode subject matter. Too ambitious? Perfectly poignant? Sound off below, and I'll see you next week to talk more Glee.